My name's Gabby and I'm a fourth year apprentice cabinet maker. Growing up, I wanted to be all kinds of things. I wanted to be in the Navy, I wanted to be a makeup artist, for a few days I wanted to be a carpenter, and after school I ended up doing nursing. I chose a career in trade because I wanted to do something a bit more hands-on, something more physical and active, where I could go into work one day and build something and walk away just feeling really accomplished in what I'd done. I started my career in this industry about 3.5 years ago. A couple of days a week I would go and work with my partner, who's also a cabinet maker. I'd labour with him, get an idea about the job, learning about the tools, learning about being on site, learning about your day-to-day and what's required of you and what the work environment is like. My family and friends were very supportive when it came to me doing a trade. My dad was probably the only one that was a little bit hesitant, only because he, being a protective dad, he was worried about how I'd be treated, working in a male-dominated industry. He was worried about, injury or, the manual labour or whatever. But once I got in there and really made a go of it, he's always been, one of my biggest fans. He's so proud. The most challenging part of my career journey, I'd have to say, has been myself. Like, I'm my biggest critic. I'm a perfectionist. I'm a control freak. I have very high standards that I hold myself to, and obviously when you're learning something that you've never done before, you're not going to get things right. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to have bad days, and you do tend to really question yourself and why you're there. But I've learned over time to look back at where I was and to just look at how I'm progressing day to day, and just to not be my own worst enemy. The most rewarding part of my journey in doing a trade, I think, has been growth. It's been my personal growth in my self-confidence. It's been growth in my relationships. It's been growing in my trade. Obviously, it was the number one thing. I look back at where I was 3 years ago and I couldn't hold a drill straight. Whereas now I can walk into work one day and just build something, and then a week or so later I can walk out of a house with a beautiful finished kitchen. In hindsight, the main thing I would have done differently would be get experience with using tools and building things and get comfortable in that kind of environment. I remember when I was a kid, my dad would have the power tools out and I'd be cowering in a corner because I was so scared of the noise. Whereas if I had have gone out and gotten a bit more experience, I would have found that I've loved it a lot sooner, and I feel like I could have progressed a lot faster and had more self-confidence if I just knew a bit more what I was doing with hand tools, power tools, things like that. My dreams and aspirations for my career from here would ideally be to go out with my partner and start a business for ourselves doing cabinet making, or potentially husband and wife install team. The possibilities are endless for us, but to be able to go out and make a go and make a business for myself in the future would be my dream. My advice for young females at the start of this journey would be to get experience, get out there, get hands-on, learn what being in a trade is about. You can find family, friends, even speaking to other tradie ladies to try and get experience in different trades. So try a few different things before you lock yourself into whichever trade you want to do. So yeah, go out, get experience, get hands-on, get dirty, pick up the tools.
Take the leap and start an exciting career in skilled trades today.